Hello, I am excited to be here today. I'm really looking forward to our share, and what I was listening to is just some music. I love to listen to music and get me excited before I come on here. It raises my energy up. Let's feel better together. Woohoo! Yes, so I'm here today to share more about the breath techniques and how our emotions are our body. And I mentioned in a post about anxiety and how to breathe through anxiety. Just recognizing it when it comes on now is a lot easier once I've started breath work. And so I am here to share with you the tools of transformation that I have used in the last few years to embody my true self, to regulate my nervous system. And it's important to regulate your nervous system, as it actually can be a measure of your health, as well as breath work is a measurement of your lung capacity, and our lung capacity is also a measure of our lifespan. One of the things I've noticed when I breathe shallow with that anxiety breath is when I'm breathing shallow in my chest and hardly breathing at all maybe, is that I can change that vibration and override our autonomic nervous system, which is really cool. So we get an opportunity to remember our ease when we're anxious and just remembering to bring it back to neutral. This is your true north. And me, it feels really good to get back to balance. And so anxiety resides high in the chest. And when I feel anxious, the feeling I get when it comes on is I'm more all of a sudden out of my body, and more into my head, the thinking part of my brain, which is just 10%. It's very limiting. And I did it again. Cancel, clear. Cancel. That's all you gotta say when something happens. Oops, I left my phone on. So what happens is when I feel anxious, it goes right to my head. I talk faster. I am no longer feeling, and I'm in my mental capacity, which is very limited. I'm also breathing more shallow, and it's hard to focus. I will be I am in my fight or flight, and you can tell, like my eyes will dart around. I start to shallow breathe. I might even, remember when you were young and you would start to hyperventilate? That's a little bit of how I feel. That's how I regulate it. When I start to remember that, there's a couple ways to down-regulate your nervous system, and this is what I'll do. I'll take a breath in through my nose and let it go. Might even shake. It's really good to embodiment. When you let go of this energy, there's ways to dissipate the energy. One of them is tonation. You heard me sigh on that exhale. That's a really great idea. You don't have to do it. You can choose to do it and add it, because for one thing, it's fun. For another thing, it has scientific basics as well. It activates your vagus nerve, which is around all of your beautiful organs. So it's literally saying, hey, body, relax her. She's going a little crazy. And that's all. And so I breathe in. Let it go deep. The deeper the breath really is grounding. Imagine it going all the way down to your feet, grounding you where you are. And that's actually a lot of what is going on. It's grounding you and bringing ease back. So you're back into your body, right? We desire to be in our body. Our body is our subconscious. That's 90% of our brain, versus our 10% thinking, analytical, just survival part of us, okay? Or just barely surviving. When said, we can thrive. And this is what we're telling our autonomic nervous system. We're switching out of fight or flight back into the parasympathetic, the rest and digest. So use your voice, use your tonation if you choose. Try it. Who cares what people think? I used to worry, somebody's going to think it's weird. Who flipping cares anymore, right? And if you do, it's okay. You don't have to. You might choose to. Now, there's more too. So now I'm feeling more in my body. I am coming back and I can look around and be at peace. And I remember my ease. And then I use my words. So part of marrying what we've done with this transformation, and this is what I have done to bring this transformation about in my body. So this happens so infrequently now as I'm more practiced at this. Just as you practice to develop muscles, this is a practice to develop this awareness in us, in me. And so I can also bring my attention back into the body if this is the low and slow, but if I'm sad, on the flip side of anxieties, when I'm in my head and out, sadness and depression feels low, and it's a different embodiment experiment or experience. And so when we do this, we can actually get back into our body again and remember to breathe upwards. It's a little different. It's more like this. It's more forced into our body, and we can actually take this brings a lot more oxygen immediately into the brain, bringing us more into our mind, which is what we're choosing to do, is get out of the low body and into our conscious brain again. And it's a reverse of what we did. Did you feel that? It's more 2 breaths in through the nose. You're bringing a lot of forced air up. And just like I was about to express with the other one, it is also with our words. So we can marry the breath with our declaration of a new state. This is similar to affirmations, and it's an embodiment of our words. You feel the difference. So with the anxiety, I'd like to choose grounding. I am grounded. I am safe in my body. I am safe to breathe. I am safe. I may repeat, the sky is blue, the grass is green. I am safe. I am aware of my surroundings. And those are the grounding statements I will make. Now, when I am depressed, it's on the other side. And I move these emotions on this low level frequency of maybe it's grief, maybe it's sadness, maybe it's depressed. It's always been this way. It's hard, it's difficult, maybe a perception. And even you might speak that. That is how subconscious works, is we speak what is actually going on as a clue for somebody who is more attuned to that, for a coach, so we can coach through those. And if you are depressed or fear-based, worry, then we say, I have my true essence. I am self-responsible. I have healthy boundaries. I am able to feel, to heal. All of these decrees are, and the breath is to remind us we are safe to feel. These are emotions we feel as a human. We feel these emotions, and it's okay. We just require remembering how to self-regulate our system to bring us back to what I call my true north. I remember my direction. I remember my true self. I remember I'm safe to breathe. I remember my purity. I remember my healthy boundaries, my passion for life. And I repeat that on the daily. Still, I wake up this way. It's important. As I said, it's just as important as exercise is for our muscles. This is an exercise to remember you're glorious, you're worthy, are who we are, and our greater mission in this life. Yes? So when we get to using our breath and decrees, we do find that we have more balance in our life. And we are aligning our frequencies, our energies, to give us that direction. And just as if you're sailing, you tap back and forth to go to one direction. If you've ever sailed, you actually tack back and forth with the wind as it goes. Normally, you just can't sail to one direction. You must go back and forth. and allow the winds to get you moving forward. So as we have the winds of this life, which unexpected things happen, then we don't have to run and hide anymore. We feel the winds of change, and we just change our course and our breath and embody our emotions and then redirect. And it's always to our true center. Our journey is to our home, and home is always safe, and it's always in us. It's in you. And that's how I choose to remember. And you remember as well. If you're feeling this inside in your heart space, I love tapping into my heart space. This is your center of love. If you're loving what you hear and you're still present right now, then maybe, yes, this is for you as well. So join me. I have a private Facebook group that I am sharing more in depth with. The program I also run too with you. You can come in and do a breath session online. We can interpret what's going on and more. So join me if you have some questions. I'd love to jump on. I have a free 15-minute call to find out more about the programs that I have that can help you remember your true north as well, and to remember to feel, to heal. So until next time, thank you. And to remember to breathe and live abundantly. Doesn't that feel good? Until next time.